and angel fly within my life, beside me in all I do. Hello beautiful people, this is Anna Grace Taylor and welcome to your weekly angel reading for June the 11th through to the 17th. I'm going to be using Sandra Ann Taylor's Energy Oracle cards. So let's see what the guidance is first of all for Monday and Tuesday. Alright, here we go. Oh wow, okay, so this card is the Thinking Man. It has various different meanings, but particularly around a male energy, a male person that is going to be of support to you intellectually, perhaps as a therapist, a mentor, a teacher, somebody who is doing what you want to do, who can advise you, someone who can actually support you with your ideas. It can be also a romantic interest, male romantic interest that is going to be more intellectual and help you to grow in that way, but it's very much about the male energy coming into your life to support you either in a learning capacity or someone who is going to be highly intellectual in that way. Similarly, if you are a man, it could also be about you spending time contemplating your ideas, making sure that you really listen to what it is that you are receiving mentally, how you're actually spending your time focusing on what you are thinking. So are you thinking about what you desire, or are you going into your fear? So depending on what it is for you, then obviously this card can mean various things, but it's particularly appropriate for the men in our lives to be giving us support in a learning capacity, someone who is going to be there for us to learn and grow. Okay? That is for Monday and Tuesday. Oh, and by the way, if there is someone that you're thinking of as you're watching this reading, then, I would contact them, or I would be aware of the role that they might have in your life. Maybe you've been asking for guidance or support, and he is the answer to your prayers. All right. Wow. Okay, look at this. Now we have the Thinking Woman. There are only two cards in this deck like this. So we have the opposite side. So in the middle of the week, we are being asked to focus on the more feminine aspect. Now, because the two energies have come up, really also to me, this reminds us of the fact that we both have the masculine energy and the feminine. So the masculine energy, without being kind of sexist in any way, it's true that the energy of the masculine is more active, more what we're going to do. The masculine side of us wants to be productive, and it wants to be on the go. It can be sometimes a little bit aggressive if we're getting ourselves in a bit of a state, whereas the woman, the female side, whether we're male or female, is more of a spending time just really allowing and being receptive. That's the energy. And often you see is that what happens is we discount one side of us. So particularly for us women, we might actually want to be more in our feminine energy and just allowing and being and giving ourselves the space to think rather than push. And similarly with men, we live in that kind of society where it's all about, I've just got to do this and I've got to do this and I've got to figure it out. So actually the feminine energy just says, well, how can I just allow myself to receive that which is good for me? How can I allow myself to be supported and nurtured in a really emotional and mental capacity? Again, just as with the Thinking Man card, this could also be a woman who wants to support you, a woman who's a teacher, mentor, or going to share with you some guidance or advice that will be really supportive for your journey. So it's interesting that both of these come up, but because they have, it feels to me like we all want to be really aware of our inner world right now, what it is that we are contemplating, what it is that we're inspired by, what it is that we have ideas about, giving ourselves a space this week to actually sit with our ideas, sit with us learning, sit with us being a student. When I saw Elizabeth Gilbert a couple of weeks ago talk, she really emphasised the fact that we are all students. And so when we can get caught up in like, why isn't this working? And oh, I can't believe I'm having this experience again. Or oh my goodness, I'm learning so much. And oh wow, life feels a bit challenging. Just remembering that we're all students, we're all learning and growing, we're all doing the best that we can. So it feels quite apparent for us this week to be aware of that and be humble and grateful in that process of learning all the time, and that we're learning for each other and with each other. Okay, all right, so by the time we get into the weekend, we have adjacent possibilities. So all of that thinking, again, because we've got this both sides of us and both sides of our lives and maybe even the people. Perhaps you have got a couple of different opinions and different energies coming together, which mean that you do have lots of windows and doors open for you. And that they're saying that it doesn't mean that one is right or wrong. It just means that there's these distinctive differences, and it means that you get to choose based on what it is that you feel most drawn to. So you're going to maybe feel a little bit at a crossroads at the end of the week where you can go in one direction or the other. Neither is, best or good or bad. It just is. And ultimately, we're all ending up in the same place. So remember, as part of our learning, we're going to be drawn into different directions. We might even feel like we're going on a bit of a journey. And sometimes we're not quite sure which way is going to be the best for us. But ultimately, it's all for our highest good. So go with your gut. Go with those ideas. Go with those ways that you feel drawn to, and just know that you're open to all possibilities, and that is a great thing. All right, so interesting week this week. I feel like it might be quite specifically to do with other people that come to support us on our journey, rather than feeling like we have to feel like one person is better than the other, or one person's opinion is somehow superior, or that we have to suddenly go with one person, and if we don't, then the other one's going to be wrong. It's actually always happening in our lives. There are so many different teachers, there's so many different ideas, there's so many different options. I always find that with me, that I love lots of different options. I love listening to people. I love listening about their thoughts and ideas about things, but then I also come back to what resonates with me, and sometimes it's a combination of both. Okay, so wishing you a beautiful week this week. I am available for private readings, as many of you know. So if you would like some help in making your decisions, or if you feel like I am the mentor or teacher or guide that can support you right now, then I would be very happy to do that. You can contact me on my website, annagracetaylor.com. And you can also send me a message on Facebook and just let me know that you'd like some more information about readings or to schedule your appointment. Sending you so much love. Oh, and I meant to say I am available on Skype, phone or in person, so you don't have to be in England where I am. We can connect wherever you are, and it works just the same, and it's my absolute joy to help you. So sending you so much love. Pay attention to your own ideas. Listen to people that you respect and admire and who are, perhaps teachers and mentors to you, and know that that is all part of our beautiful growth and human experience. See you soon. Bye-bye.